What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about why do guys come back out of nowhere when at one time they wanted nothing to do with you, okay? So let's jump right into this. I get this question all the time when I'm doing a live over on Instagram. And if you're interested in following me over there, which you should, because I do lives and I post a lot of content over there, more than here. I have my editor leave it right here, Elliot Scott Dating. Just go over there and add me, okay? And by the way, before we even do that, if you want a free guide, all you have to do is click the link below or DM me free guide, and you get this guide absolutely for free, okay? You get that guide absolutely for free. You just have to DM me over there and say free guide. That's all you gotta do, okay? So, jumping into this, here's the thing, ladies. You have to understand, first off, the mindset a man is in when he fucking pulls away and comes back. People like to make it all crazy. People like to give it like all this meaning and stuff, but it's based on convenience. You don't want to be convenience. That you don't want him to label you as that. You don't want him to treat you that way. And a lot of women are like, that's not what it is. Yes, it is. Let me explain why. I say in all my videos, men spend so much time trying to, or humans, trying to avoid risk, seeking pleasure, or another way you can look at it is avoiding risk or cons or liabilities and seeking assets, okay? Seeking benefits, pleasure, I already said pleasure, things like that. So advantages, that's another big one. So when you're talking to a dude, okay, up to this point, let's say you're talking to him for 3 months. And so everything from the first date till now, okay, right when he leaves you, is in his mind, right? We're very evidence-based creatures, meaning we take in everything, right? And we comprehend it, and then we throw it back out there, feedback loop, okay? But what I'm getting at is you have to understand that he's taking everything he knows of you two right now, processing it, and then coming to the conclusion, nah, fuck this chick. Like, this ain't happening. I ain't doing this. Whether it's you, right? Maybe you're just not what he's looking for. Maybe he's emotionally unavailable. I tell women a lot of the times that context starts to build up. And, in the beginning, there was no context. There was no risk or price for anything. It was just two people hanging out, having fun, hooking up, having a good time. The validation, all that, the what ifs, the fairy tale, all that shit. But, of course, I tell a lot of clients that dating is a lifestyle. Dating is a lifestyle choice, and as time goes by, he realizes all these things he's said and done, and the hanging out, having fun, hooking up, the cuddling, he probably said shit he shouldn't have. Well, now it's weighing on him. He's stacking that bill, and you have to pay that price, homie. The guy has to pay that price. He can't say, "Oh, you're so amazing, you're so beautiful. How are you single? You're this, you're that." Blow up your shit. And then you not expect anything. Unless you both said, I'm not looking for anything, well, then you're a fool for doing that. But if it's moving towards something, or it's naturally going to build seriousness because of the context, okay? When that happens, the guy pulls away if he's not ready for a relationship because he feels if I keep on going along with this, it's telling her I'm on the same page when I'm not. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's where he feels the pressure and then pulls back. So why does he come back around then? Well, there's several reasons. Number one, when I say the pros and cons or the risk versus reward, type of thing, you have to understand the way he processed everything was, hey, let's say he even likes it. Let's say, she's not bad. I like what this is, but I can't give her a relationship. And he's looking at the upside, which is hopefully, okay, well, I can't have that. I'm going to be single and go back out there, find another girl, hang out, have fun, do a lot of things, see my options, variety, spice of life, whatever. Well, one of the reasons you may come back is that doesn't happen, okay? And a lot of the times, a lot of women think guys go out there and start like slaying a bunch of women after a breakup or after they go their separate ways. That's not true, Okay, that's a lot of times that's not true. So he may come back. Another reason a guy comes back, and this is the unfortunate one, but you're what I call pre-qualified. Let's say that is true what I just said. It's still easier at the end of the day to pull away, give you mixed signals, because I always say a hopeful or a confused woman is a hopeful woman. He comes back, you're like, well, what's going on? What do I do, Elliot? Should I get a session with you? Like all that shit, which you should get a session with me. But you're pre-qualified. If he can send a hint that he's not ready for a relationship, whether by saying it or by the actions of being sporadic, but you still let him in. Oh, well, he knows he has you then. He has you. You should never come back, or let a guy back in who's doing that bullshit, ladies. But he'll come back, okay, because you're pre-qualified. He's the one who left you. He knows you really like him. You're probably in your head on what the hell's going on. You guys already hooked up. You already have history. It's so much easier just to have my cake and eat it too, meaning, okay, well, let me come back. Because again, he might have took you for granted. He's going to come back, get these benefits from you while still looking elsewhere. And what a lot of women don't understand is just because a guy comes back in your life doesn't mean things are okay. Doesn't mean things have changed. Doesn't mean things are looking up or for the better. It's actually the opposite. I don't care if it was 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. The guy didn't change, right? That's what people don't understand. The guy didn't change. He didn't wake up one day and realize that you were the one and he was a fucking fool. No. That's not what happens. Not only that, even if it was, why would he come back and give you a relationship? Like, why would he just jump to that? Why not come back and see if I can weasel my way in to see if I could do this or that, or, and have my cake and eat it too? That's what he's going to try. What's going on is you're what I call the insurance policy. Yep. Hey, I want my editor to put it right here, big letters. Your insurance policy. Okay. Thank you, editor. Insurance policy right here. That's what you are. And or the safety net. And what that means basically is, okay, I'm taking you for granted. I'm going to go do my thing. It doesn't work out. I can always come back to her. And ladies, when you take a dude back, you're devaluing yourself so much. You never just let a guy back in. A guy has to fucking beg and plea almost, man. A woman's value is based on, again, not in a codependent way, you're more valuable than these things, but in dating, you have a lot of value if you vet these guys on who you're putting your time into and who you're intimate with. Just because you like him, that is not like, okay, you can come in and I'm going to open my legs and give you whatever. No, absolutely not. Okay, that's not how it works. He has to work his way in, and there should be a consequence for a guy coming and going, for a guy being unsure about you. Now, if I was talking to a dude, I would argue it both ways. I would say, well, it's kind of her job to attract you also, because attraction is not a choice. I think it's his job to court you and get you to like him, and vice versa. I think you need to get a guy to like you in some way. So I would argue that, but at the end of the day, it's like, well, he did like you. He was taking you out. He was hanging out and have fun. He just probably wasn't able to give you a relationship, hence why I went 2-3 months, or the halfway point, which a lot of people, they come to me at that moment when they're talking to a guy for several weeks and then all of a sudden he changes. But that's usually emotionally unavailable men. But to sum all this up, ladies, it happens usually when a guy comes back because the outcome isn't what he thought it was, okay? Like it's not better actually without you, but I still don't want a relationship, so I'm not going to commit to either of these things. I'm going to get right in the middle, which is I'm going to try to feed, you're pre-qualified. I'm going to try to feed you some bullshit, give you a little bit of that, see how deep I can get in while remaining single, because I'm not committing to either thing because, again, guys want to avoid risk. That's how you know if a guy likes you. I always tell women, a guy will let you know. If he wants a relationship and he wants it with you, it's actually a risk to play games, to be sporadic. Guys will let you know they like you. That's how simple we are, okay? But ladies, with that being said, I love you all. Take care. Check out my Instagram. Get my guide for free. Link down below, or you can email or DM me on Instagram, the word free guide. Hey, it's all yours. It'll tell you everything you need to know about men, okay? Love you all. Take care and peace.